Oh, I have a feeling.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Perinton Town Board meeting. I'd like to call this meeting to order. To start us off, we'd like to do the Pledge of Allegiance. Miss Sarah Masterson, would you mind leading us?
Allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Sarah. I'm Jen Townsend, Town Supervisor. I'd like to start by introducing my fellow board members. I'll start down at the end with Councilman David Masterson, Councilwoman Emily Mishler, Councilman Mike Foligno, Councilwoman Meredith Stockman Broadbent, and our Town Clerk Andrew Gilchrist. Staff who are participating tonight and other guests, we have our student representative, Finley Driscoll, down at the end of the table there. Our executive assistant to the supervisor, Melissa Martins, Lori Stid, our director of volunteer boards, our director of planning, Mike Dozer, our commissioner of recreation and parks, Jeff Nutting, volunteer board coordinator, Chris Mueller, director of finance, Brian Dick, commissioner of public works, Jason Kennedy, and our attorney to the town, John Mancuso. Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. We are going to start off. Oh, first, town board meetings are recorded and may be transcribed utilizing AI technology. First, we'll start off with our meeting minutes from our May 27th meeting. Members of the board, you should have received a draft copy of these minutes. Do you have any questions or discussion? Seeing none, can I have a motion to approve those minutes?
So moved.
Felino?
Second.
Mishler, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, that passes. Next up, the audit. Has the Finance Committee had an opportunity to review the audit, and do you have a recommendation?
Did, all is in order. I recommend we approve.
All right, thank you. If there is no further discussion, I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Felino, Mishler, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, that carries. Okay, first up, we have a proclamation brought by Miss Jasper Hook. So Jasper is a local resident, a Fairport student, and a Girl Scout working on her Silver Award, recognizing the month of June as Pride Month in the town of Perinton. Pride Month is an opportunity to celebrate the diversity that strengthens our community and to affirm the values of equality, dignity, and respect for all residents. It's also a time to recognize the many contributions of the LGBTQIA plus community in our town, our region, and our country. As a town, we are committed to fostering and welcoming an inclusive community where everyone feels a sense of belonging and safety, and where fairness and mutual respect guide how we support one another. I'd also like to recognize that this proclamation reflects the advocacy and leadership in our young community, which is especially important. At this time, I'd like to ask Jasper to come up to the dais if she'd like to say a few words.
Oh, my name is Jasper, and the reason why I'm up here is because I just wanted to say that I'm really excited about this and I'm really proud of what I've been doing because this means a lot to me and it's very important to me.
Awesome. Thank you. So if you'll stay right there, Jasper. There we go. This, on behalf of myself and the entire town board, this is now, June is now Pride Month in the town of Perinton, and I'm going to hand you this proclamation. Let's go over here. Learn how to do this. All right. Next up, this evening we are going to be honoring several Girl Scouts who have earned their Silver Scout Award. This is the highest award a Girl Scout cadet can achieve. It requires each scout to identify a community issue and complete a sustainable take action project with lasting impact, dedicating at least 50 hours of service, which is a lot. That's pretty impressive. Tonight, we're recognizing a group of young leaders whose work reflects compassion, creativity, and a deep commitment to our community. We are very pleased to have all of you here. Now, I'm going to walk up there so that I can hand you guys these as I do it. Do you need help?
Getting your steps in tonight.
I'm on this side of the table now. This is good. Okay. We'll get our first photo up. We are going to start with Audrey Bagby. Where's Audrey? Audrey, come on right up here. Audrey designed and constructed a free little library that will be installed at Fellows Road Park, expanding access to books and encouraging a love of reading throughout our community. Audrey has already completed construction, and the town is very excited to help install this library in the park later this summer. Audrey, here is your certificate from the town of Perinton recognizing your accomplishment. That's right. All right, next up is Miss Madeline Hoffman. Hi, Izzy. Okay, Madeline, you focus on addressing homelessness in the Rochester area by organizing a community donation drive in support of the Center for Youth and Family Promise of Wayne County. Her drive was a success, collecting numerous boxes of food, clothing, and household items, along with $200 in donations, and she helped educate participants about the realities of homelessness and ways to help. Madeline, congratulations. Please accept your certificate. Okay, next up we have Kira Betts and Sydney Saucier. Saucier? Saucier? Oh, it's hard to make it really French right then. Come on up, both of you. Okay, these lovely ladies have developed a mental health awareness initiative for girls transitioning into middle school, offering both practical strategies and an open, supportive environment for conversation. Their event brought together 13 fifth grade girls who left feeling more confident, supported, and equipped, with even a little hands-on fun like making stress relief cloud dough. I have to say, my daughter's in fifth grade right now, about to go into middle school, and what a wonderful thing, because she could probably really use this right now. So congratulations, both of you, honored to present your certificates. Yeah. Hey, and finally, Jasper Hook. Jasper worked with Perinton and Penfield officials to advocate for inclusivity through a pride proclamation supporting all residents, regardless of sexual orientation or gender identity. We're especially glad that this work connects directly to what we recognized here this evening. Jasper, great job. Please come forward. Right. Thank you guys. One more round of applause for all these lovely ladies. I also want to, yeah, if you guys don't mind, could we have all of the scouts come up to take a picture with the board? And I also want to recognize all the parents who are here that dedicate a lot of their time to help their kids, and scout troop leaders, because I know that that's a very real dedication as well. So congratulations to all of you. And girls, why don't you come on up? All right. Thank you guys.
perhaps we have some future student leader representatives. When you, young ladies are in high school, there will be some applications. If anyone is interested in pursuing a career in political science or just more civic engagement, strongly recommend, getting in touch with your guidance counselor. Who would they?
Probably, right?
And if you have questions, our student representative, I'm sure, would be happy to chat with you about her role.
Oh, yeah. We'd love to have you guys. Okay, next up. This is a little, I guess, less fun. Not really. All right, several appointments and reappointments to our volunteer boards for terms expiring in June 30th, 2026. First, before we move forward, I'd like to note that longtime Conservation Board member Barbara Wagner has shared that she will not be seeking reappointment. Barbara has served our community since June of 2024, and I want to personally thank her from all of us on the board here for more than two decades of dedicated service. We are incredibly grateful for her time, expertise, and commitment to Perinton. Serving on a volunteer board is quite the time commitment, and doing it for that long is very impressive. Okay. Moving on to appointments for the planning board, I'm recommending the reappointment of Norm Gardner to a 7-year term on the planning board to expire June 30th, 2033. I'm going to read through all of them and have us approve all of them at the end. Is that okay, John? Okay. For the Zoning Board of Appeals, I'm recommending the reappointment of Avik Gangley as chair of a 2-year term expiring June 30th, 2028. The reappointment of Lindsay Latour as a member for a 5-year term expiring June 30th, 2031. And for the Conservation Board, I'm recommending the reappointment of Ken Reynes as chair for a 2-year term expiring June 30th, 2028. The reappointment of Mark Gall for a 2-year term expiring June 30th, 2028. And the reappointment of Rick Slattery for a 2-year term expiring June 30th, 2028. I'm also recommending the appointment of Robert Reed to complete the remainder of an unexpired term through June 30th, 2026, followed by a new 2-year term through June 30th, 2028. For Historic Architecture Commission, I'm recommending the reappointment of Tim Forrester for a 3-year term expiring June 30th, 2029. Is there any discussion or questions on any of these appointments?
To echo your sentiments, I just want to thank everyone for their volunteer service. It's invaluable. The review for every site plan, like our workshop before us, when an applicant comes through for a special use permit or a rezone, these volunteer boards and their experience are invaluable to town staff and to us as the town board for the way they look at it and the perspectives that all of them bring. And I just want to thank each one of them for their service.
Thank you, Councilman. Can I have a motion to approve the appointments as presented? Meredith?
Second.
Emily? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, that carries. Next up, we have a proposal related to planning and visioning in several key areas of our town. What we're seeing, especially in areas like our hamlets and along Route 96, is that our community needs are changing. In particular, we're starting to see a shift away from traditional office space uses towards potential residential and mixed-use development. As that change happens, it's important that we are clear, consistent, and transparent about how we want these areas to grow. Right now, our zoning gives us a great framework, but it does not always provide the level of clarity or specificity that residents, property owners, and this board are looking for when it comes to what is appropriate in these locations. This proposal before the board is looking at how we can do this more thoughtfully and proactively. The recommendation before us is to revise the proposal that CZB gave us previously that we approved for $75,000 in order to add the Route 96 corridor to it. So the previous one has the hamlets of Bushnell's Basin in Egypt and also the Erie Canal Conservation Overlay District. In discussions that we've had previously and for other projects that are coming before this board, it seemed clear that maybe we needed the same thing for the Route 96 corridor outside of the basin as it is distinct from the basin itself. This would bring the proposal from the 75 that was already approved to 90,000. I think it's worth it to make sure that we cover this area while we're doing all of our community outreach. This process will include robust public engagement, stakeholder input, and technical analysis, so that we're not just reacting to projects as they come in, but instead setting clear expectations as a community. It will also give us as a town board the opportunity to more specifically define what we believe is appropriate in terms of land use, scale, character, and design in these areas. Ultimately, this is about making sure we're guiding change in a way that reflects the community values. This work will hopefully give us the ability to have design review overlays or bolstered grant applications for possible funding, corridor specific expectations, and a more structured and defined planning board criteria for our planning board when it comes to density, scale, and appropriateness. Do you guys have any questions or discussion?
I have a question, Jen.
Yes.
Do we know if this will conflict with the comprehensive plan at all? As far as the existing comp that's in place?
I think we'll have to see what the outcome is. It should drill down. The comprehensive plan is pretty vague about stuff. It really doesn't specify exactly what we want to see there. I would think that our more recent documents, which these would be the ones that we would follow. I don't know if we get to a situation where the two documents are conflicting. I mean, I guess we'd navigate that at that point. Let John talk to that. Thank you.
Yeah, if I may offer a bit of additional information on that. So effectively what this is almost like a subcomponent of comprehensive planning. So this document will work in tandem with the existing plan. They will look at that in conjunction with this. And to the extent necessary, I would expect there to be some reconciliation of planning.
Right.
If this plan determines that the old plan maybe perhaps was a vision at that moment in time, but perhaps circumstances have changed, and so they will likely document that and speak to it through the process. So the point will be to sort of have more comprehensive planning in these pockets of the town.
Thank you.
I think it's a great idea. This is something I feel like we've heard a lot from residents where we're getting pressure to develop, and it would be great to be able to have more guidance in how we can really guide our community in this next phase in a way that we're really kind of setting the agenda for that.
Right.
Which I think
Right.
this is a really great to add that on. And I am also curious with Dave's question. It seems like we kind of saw in the workshop tonight, sometimes the comprehensive plan, does seem to go against the zoning, or there can be some tension there. So I'm looking forward to seeing how they can help us get ahead of that instead of be reacting to it.
Right. And for all the talk of the comprehensive plan, it's halfway through its life cycle as well. I mean, this is almost like a midpoint readjustment, especially that one, the areas of development. When that was being formulated, we were in the midst of COVID peak, and by the time it was approved, we had just come out 1 year. So a lot of that was still being adjustments, and now we're, 4 years post really, and the needs in the market have changed in the housing. And I think it's especially these subsections where not all components of the town are feeling equal pressure and development application, to spend at the halfway point to really look at some of those areas where we are getting that conflict between that halfway through its lifespan document and the current real need in the future for the next 5 years, to give us a framework to deal with. So thank you.
Right. I think historically we've had a lot of residents participate from those sub areas. So I could see that the engagement in this process will be, quite thorough. Yeah, which will be great.
Laura, did you have a question? If you don't mind, just come up here. But the Route 96 corridor, so it would be outside between Bushnell's Basin and, I guess we have to set our exact parameters, like the Woodcliff project.
Yeah, so it's between Garnsey and Mosley Road, essentially,
Perfect.
96.
Yeah. Okay. Any other questions, or can I have a motion to approve the revised proposal?
So moved.
Second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, that carries. Thank you, guys. Okay, that's it for our agenda for today. I have just two brief updates. The free rabies immunization clinic is coming up on Saturday at 9 a.m. Just a reminder for that. And then also the Seneca Chief is coming back through Fairport and will be stopping in Fairport on Saturday, the 20th. So just letting folks know to come to that as well. Any other board updates?
I have one. Supervisor Townsend and myself met with Commissioner Kennedy, Finance Director Brian Dick, and Jeff Nutting. And who else was in there? Eric Williams on Friday in regards to the capital improvement project plan. This is more for the board to be aware of. The huge drawing that was provided for us, the 3-foot by 2-foot drawing, what they have now is just a one-line detail of what the project is about. There is a web called GovWell that apparently the town already has. We can go on to and find more specifics about the projects that are taking place instead of the one line that's on this map of ours or drawing. So that's about it.
What is it? GovWeb?
Well,
GovWell.
they're hoping it's available. They're going to give it a try to make sure that the information is available for us to go. It's something new that they're going to try. Jeff?
It's ClearGov. It's the same as our budgeting. Yep. So we're still implementing that.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman. Any other comments?
Oh, my only one would be the 25th Annual Youth Fishing Derby. It's Saturday, June 13th at Perinton Park. It's for ages 6 to 15. It's $5 registration, Knights of Columbus. And because it's open to anyone under 16, you do not need a New York State fishing license. You don't need one until you're 16 years of age. It's a catch and release. There's some fun prizes. Knights of Columbus will be there. And just a nice little, for anywhere along the bank of Perinton Park, from 9 to 11 a.m. June 13th, Saturday morning.
Four spots remaining.
So at 4 spots, there we go.
Wow.
First come, first serve.
I was just going to also add that Wegmans is continuing to sponsor our Perinton Trails Passport program. We have tons of information about the program on our website, so it sounds like a really cool
That's great.
opportunity.
Yeah. Okay, if there's nothing else, I will open it up for public comment. For folks who are here, raise your hand and I'll call you to come up. For folks online, please hit the raise your hand button and Mr. Mueller will unmute you when it's your turn. So anybody here for public comment? Yes, Jill. Madam.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn this so I'm addressed.
Oh, yeah, sorry about
addressing the
that.
board. Jill Johnston, 257 Berman Road. First, I'd like to say thanks for compost. I've enjoyed it. A little bit of wood chips. Also hazardous home hazardous waste day. I enjoyed that. And today my partner and I went and ate at Dave's Food and Ice Cream, and that was good too.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Harry's. Sorry.
It's good, right?
So
Yeah.
good.
You were looking at Dave.
So good. We had Indian.
Yeah.
Love it. All right, so I have a couple comments
Yep.
here. First, I want to commend the folks at Backwoods on Route 31 for their proactive approach to the parking issue that they faced. It was impressive how they dealt with it. They came up with a variety of solutions to eliminate cars parking on 31. They posted these solutions on social media to communicate with customers all the options they have. Many businesses in our town are facing similar issues with available parking, and in my opinion, they need to hold themselves accountable for their growing business and not look to the town to provide additional parking. The second thing I'd like to talk about is a very popular topic. It's the high-density development that's going on in our town. In my opinion, we're at a tipping point. If the hallmarks of overdevelopment are traffic congestion, loss of community character, chronic lack of parking, loss of green space, then we're already there, or we will be very soon if we keep going at this fast pace. I've counted 9 locations that are either approved, pending lawsuits, or approved and waiting to be built, or somewhere in between, including the one we heard about tonight at the workshop, Fellows Road. Much of this is high-density development. Bushnell's Basin has already been approved or pending approval of 500 units in a very small 2 to 3 square mile area. The character of this quaint hamlet of Bushnell's Basin that is seeped and rich in so much history is going to be destroyed with intense development. At which point is it too much? When will we be courageous and choose to protect the character and charm and history of Perinton and look for alternative ways to promote growth? When we are maxed out, will we be able to say that's enough? Just like when a restaurant reaches its allowable capacity and they say we're full, you're going to have to wait till we have a vacancy. Are we going to be able to say that? We continue to hear that the comprehensive plan, these projects are in keeping with the comprehensive plan and that there's a national housing shortage. Let's recall the 2021 comp plan had little input from residents. Less than 1% of our total population participated in the comp plan, but there was more than adequate representation from builders and developers who stand to benefit from the development of areas identified as future land use. A lot has changed since 2021. I've seen a lot of change. I've been coming here since 2024, and it's very different. I'm sure some of the new board members can speak to those changes that they when they spoke with people on the campaign trail. So I think it might be worth considering amending the comp plan before 2030. Perinton alone is not going to solve the national housing crisis. We are seeing firsthand in the village and elsewhere that overdevelopment can and sometimes does create new problems. I think it's time for us to pause, step back, rethink. What are our goals as a town? How can informed and interested residents and a principled, conscientious town board work together to maintain Trail Town USA and continue to make Perinton a sought-after and prosperous place to live? Thanks for listening.
Thank you, Jill. Anyone else like to comment? Mr. Watkins?
Hello, everyone. How you doing tonight?
Hey.
Brian Watkins, 9 Briarwood. On my last visit here, approximately a month ago, we had spoken about the plan, for the sewer extension on Briarwood, etc. When we were speaking, it was approximated that plan would be available at the end of April. And I'm wondering what the status is now. We're at the middle of June, I believe.
June 1.
June 1. We're beginning of June. Sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't really sleep yesterday. So we're at the end of May, correction. And also, one of the other comments I had, double question, is we were talking about a public hearing at the end of June. And now that the meetings have adjusted, when will that public hearing take place?
Great. I'm gonna pass that right to Jason because he can give you the updates.
Thank you. So we're currently finishing up our map plan and report, and we'll be prepping that and sharing that with the supervisor and through her, the board, here in the next couple of weeks. We currently have, we're sending out letters to residents. We've scheduled the public information meeting for the 23rd of June, as was previously discussed. There'll be additional information in the letter, but we're basically hosting that meeting here at the rec center as opposed to Jefferson Ave, just to do some scheduling issues. And then at the information meeting, we'll be presenting information. We'll also have handouts available for attendees to take with them with further details and information on the project.
Are you saying the letters are going out this week or have went out already?
I'm saying letters are going out this week.
Okay, this
Yep.
week. Thanks. And that meeting is planned for the 23rd in this room here?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it's actually, I think the room is, I'm gonna have to double check.
Or maybe down in the rec. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
208.
down in the rec
Yep.
Rec center?
Yeah, the north wing.
Right, because it's not a public hearing, it's an informational
I
session.
got it. Okay, thanks.
At 7 p.m. Will that meeting be at 7 p.m.?
I'm gonna have to double check.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't recall.
Okay, great. Thanks. And with that, we're speaking about with the meeting with the town planning committee or board that would be at the end of June, June 30th, if my memory serves me correctly, for the conservation board. Is that still on track?
Yes, it is.
Okay, great, cool. That's good news. Thank you. I did send you another email, so my email must be screwed up.
No, I did get
Oh,
your message.
oh, you did?
But I was waiting. I had a feeling you would come and talk. I realized it would be best to have everything go through Commissioner Kennedy
Uh-huh.
and Supervisor Townsend.
Okay, that's fine. That's fair.
Fair.
I sent you a message because you left me a little love note and I just wanted.
It was a card saying I stopped by.
Yeah.
Let's say my wife, let's,
Yeah.
one more minute. Unfortunately, you were not here.
Shoot.
But no, I do like the passion. We've not heard anything else about mountain biking, but I want to let you know what's involved.
Okay.
And after that, it was, through the department heads
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
sometimes I get eager, especially when we talk about plumbing and
Yeah.
ways, I want
It's very exciting.
proper sanitation for our storm and sanitary. That's again, but in all seriousness about this project, it is, the roads need to be done in the Briarwood Garden off of, it would be the east side of Jefferson Avenue. It would be all new storm runoff so that anything during high rain events, because that discharges directly into Aronic Creek, there would be better catch basins, infiltration ponds, sediment, the road gets redone, and during that time is when you run new municipal sanitary sewers. For whatever reason, the time predates all of us when that was built. That section did not have it included, but right now the road needs to be redone, and you're never going to be closer to doing it now. So I think we're allocating all of those projects, just to bring everyone up to speed. But again, I knew you'd be here. I was actually going to share with you last meeting, but
I was out of town last week.
yeah, that's
All
right. You didn't miss much. But again, and so that's why you're gonna get the most up-to-date and current information.
Okay, yeah, I figured that was the
Commissioner.
case. I just want to let you know.
I appreciate it.
It probably makes sense to do that, but
That way you're getting the actual, we're not playing real life telephone. So
I do like that game though. Sometimes it can be entertaining. I think that's all I had on my list of notes. So I appreciate your time and the feedback and the update. So that's good news. Appreciate it. I'll let my neighbors know. And if there's anything you think I should do, and let them know, but otherwise I'll let the letters speak for themselves. And I'll probably, if you don't mind, prepare some amount of words to say to these folks. And as Michael, you said, I'm the de facto leader of this
Yep.
effort.
Well, it's good we have one point person. And that's again why I need to step back because
Yeah.
too many chefs and I don't want bad marinara sauce. That'd make me unhappy.
Ooh. Yeah. Too much oregano.
Yeah, that's
Okay. Everyone have a good night. We'll see you
Thank you.
next time. See ya. Thanks.
Anyone else here tonight like to speak? No? Chris, anyone online?
No one's raised their hand, Ms. Supervisor.
Okay. All right, we'll close public comment. We do have one matter of urgency tonight. The Parks and Recreation or Recreation and Parks Department, or whichever way it goes, currently maintains 2 petty cash funds used for daily operations and for evening and weekend programming. With additional demand coming up this summer, particularly parking operations for Rochester events, concerts, and other special events, those existing funds are not sufficient to meet operational needs. For these concerts, the revenue generated, or for the Rochester events concerts, the revenue generated from parking comes back to the town. So it is important that we have sufficient cash on hand to support those operations smoothly. To address this, I'm recommending the establishment of a separate petty cash fund in the amount of $500 rather than increasing the existing funds in order to maintain appropriate internal controls and accountability. Um, Mr. Dick, do you have any clarification for that?
No, I think that
Okay.
handles it. Thank you.
Any discussion or questions?
Well, unfortunately, I was busy painting my back deck and did not get to attend Little Feet and Molly Tuttle, even though I really wanted to, this past Saturday night. I'm a big Bluegrass Molly Tuttle fan. Do we have approximate number of vehicles per those paid events? Because I mean,
Yeah, we have approximately 800 parking spaces that we utilize, and we did fill all of those this past Saturday, which is not typical. We had a very large crowd,
yeah, well, great show.
very large, well-behaved crowd that really enjoyed the show. It was a fantastic show.
That's great. All right. Any other questions or comments? All right. If not, can I have a motion to authorize the establishment of this petty cash fund?
So moved.
Okay. Cool. Second. Dave, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, that carries. Okay. If there's nothing else, I'll take a motion to adjourn. So moved. All right. We'll go Dave and then Emily. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, that carries. Thank you very much, everyone. The next board meeting will be June 15th, right here in this room. Thanks for coming, everyone.